All right, we have four. Welcome live to Ghanaians abroad. Me too. Say, young country, like cover of what?
Yeah, the
Because
buffer. Yeah, the buffer.
yeah, because if you know we want to kick and not to say brofone ebeka, but yet best fra is as higher Ghanaians abroad. Maybe that is say China and yeka.
Mm-hmm.
Na we have four and there. Yaba life na yene yabra penny yabra ketwa ewo Ukraine. The name is Francis. Yene be dinkumo kakra for na brabo ho nsem kakra. And our first the journey in Ukraine. Mbekaya I think say 2022 and
Almost a
2021.
year. Last year,
Yeah,
almost a
last
year
year.
now. Yeah.
Last year na Ukraine unfortunately to kwano see ama yɛtete nsɛm bebree Africa folk school hɔ ebi mu soon ɛfɛ president ne deɛ ɛkeka ka ho say ɔmbɛgye wɔn ne saa nneɛma no nyinaa nti ndɛ Francis ɔno nso wɔ Ukraine ɔkɔ school hɔ ɛna ɔsan so yɛ member of Ghanaians United and a member of Ghanaians Abroad ɛna yɛdi nkɔmmɔ na yɛhu n'abrabɔ Ukraine na yɛate nneɛma bi ase sɛ bi a Ukraine na yɛsi a nkɔfoɔ ka ho asɛm no ɛwɔ no te sɛn sisi a baabi ɔwɔ no ntokwa no bi wɔ hɔ ɛna sɛ na experiences ne teɛ yie bɛ na ɔkɔ Ukraine ɛna n'abrabɔ mu nsɛm kakra ne adwuma a ɔyɛ ne deɛ ɔyɛ wɔ Ukraine hɔ nyinaa no na yɛn nso yɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ wɔ ha nti no ɛyɛ sɛ yɛwɔ life a yɛse wokɔ akamfoɔ fie a sɛ ɔbɔ amanneɛ nti amanneɛ no a yɛbɔ no ɛnie nti no mu nyinaa mogye yɛ so na yɛmfa ɛntoa interviews but yɛhyɛ aseɛ no menya me bottle kakra wei no ɛsiane sɛ ɛyɛ live bɛkɔ YouTube nti ntumi mfa nsa no ɛyɛ dɛ ɛnkyerɛ but wohyɛ a ɛmu ɛdi kakra
Yeah. None
I
of me
hope that
be
Usu crowd here. Any cheers, cheers. Ah, it's a good for your shots here. Francis.
yeah,
Really, mean, say for Francis.
yeah.
But
Pope.
wait me act down when you can catch them more money more. Now, yatwaso. That's it.
Okay, and and you know me and fellow colleagues, friends. Yeah, from me Francis Odokwata. Yeah, me Santini. Yeah. I live in Ashaiman or Tema, anyhow you want to put it in Ghana. And then me go school St. Augustine's, me SHS, St. Augustine's College, Cape
Mhm.
Coast. Absu no I just saw action.
Cash,
Yeah.
cash, cash,
And then
cash, cash.
me fi Ghana in the year 2017.
Mhm.
Me by Ukraine besua de akonya beda ho ma aja. Our force so me mu kakra ma me by Ukraine besua de. And then it was an interesting one because na me too kinda.
Sir.
Na akɔyɛ me nkoa me nso ne ba bɛrima nkoa ɛma mmienu di m'akyi nti no ɛwɔ sɛ wopɛ mpo sɛ w'ani yɛ den wɔ nneɛma bi ho
Okay.
ɛndeɛ
Yeah, it's
mefrɛ
the
no
Musuafo.
yɛ
Okay, nice. Now, I think say it's like coming moment that ready. As now what that ready. As you see
yes
it. Now, because before we bring our platform, so let me switch it to English a little bit. My name is Kofi Livingston on Facebook. Second day. Rastad had Clubhouse, baby, I'm your hobby. What you see. And we are here on the platform in Ghanaians abroad to interview our brother Francis, and not to interview, but to chat, talk about
interact
his life in Ukraine and Europe and the war in Ukraine and all the other stuff that we all have been hearing. He's on the ground, so he can actually tell you what is going on there. You know, um, I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna switch up to Chikakra. Me, Abrantibia, Martina Broche, I check Akra. Na me soja ni, my soja Juma. Mpie bebree na si adeɛ wohwɛ abɔdwesɛ no na aka kyerɛw sɛ yɛde ahwe nti yɛde ahwe wɔ akra but still yɛwom because once a soldier is always a soldier nti no
always a
forever
soldier
we are a soldier but still no yɛwom but si ane deɛ yɛato yɛbɔ ase yɛarelaxe kakra te sɛ deɛ na first na ɛteɛ no nti no si ane deɛ yɛ free yɛfrɛ no ho free mans nti no Francis nso yɛ nipa bi a wawɔ platform wei so ne WhatsApp ne clubhouse for a long time and of Ukraine. So we decided, say, okay, Ghanaians abroad there. We have to actually talk to him and see what's going on the ground. Now, me no know. Also say or Ukraine in 2017. He was in Ukraine. He came to Ukraine in 2017. He's a student, and we are here to have the conversation and ask him how his experiences are from the time he landed in Ukraine So now, nti Francis, we dey akwaba. Na
Rappi.
why na so no mate your kind kakra. But how was your experience traveling from Ukraine? I mean, from Ghana to Ukraine at 2017. You know, right from high school, right? And
Oh, Debbie. Me tell you about 2 years and some to coin.
oh, okay. Now they could do Ukraine, but instead now you're going Crimea's not far, so I copy Ukraine. And as na see who on.
Until now, I think you see, back in high school now, maybe a journal act. My electives were economics, geography, French, and then economics, geography, French. And maybe the last one.
Oh yeah, French.
Yeah, economics,
Hey,
geography, French.
Yeah, to us. Girl, be on my friend Christine or not the French, but what the French back could be now.
Black tulip, comma sava, and on a common, meaning so big, no simple. So yeah, it's you know, in Ghana, send a school system, it takes time for you to get enrolled into the university.
Yes.
It's a few kakra. And then my daddy wasn't happy with it. My mom wasn't happy with it. I can't send them question of deck since I'm a TFE, my fans support it. And then with an of deck too was the same thing. So mom was like, I didn't hear funding to go and go school. I brought him saying, so I'll take an hour trains or go school next year. So the agreement was brought to me, and then I agreed. Initially, not me read course, but Czech Republic, systematic engineering. Yes. Oh, University of Padubes. Internal 1 year and also 1 year no. I think I had an issue with the embassy.
Oh.
I had to go for appointment, and then I had to log on to their website and then make an appointment. But then now website means in a time I be available. Now school is close admission.
Gosh.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, 2016 as I didn't see it. Until now, Madam Fubia, and then high school. They the same school now, maybe Babecono. Until who didn't remember who said, I know this guy, me, I'm a classmate, the same dorm. And I'm contacting us here, you know. I say, hey, boys, do you took one look into my who do you man? And then, yeah, within 2 to 3 months, I'm who so Ukraine. And I'm contacting us, actually. I do way I'm fast here. I know you then could do Ukraine.
I
not sending me the agent number. Now me forward my papa and my mom and 200 and then I just laid back. I was only submitting my documents. And when I saw you, the friend said me sack me visa. I know can I saw them now. Papa send me a picture. Me dimri can you need if you buy
yeah. You know, I can imagine how Ote said when you're visa on the excitement about Ukraine.
Yes, because I have now me dear go be a friend ghost years. We play with countries. I know lots of countries. Some people are not known to know Ukraine as a country band, but I mean, I'm in Ukraine. Even Shevchenko football and a quarantine.
Yes.
Ukraine.
Shevchenko, yeah.
Me who first and I'm hey, it is saying I've started about passport man saying many
now I'm born who say ABR how can Ukraine for no say language barrier be on my a setback. One drinks are and I saw who say Ukraine and I say yes, I'm going to approach it, let me go.
That moment no who dey say oh pesa uko. Oh who pesa uko. Who be do na reality na setting na I'm saying okay. Never different kakra. I think even then I'm if Ghana ni say kwa no. Na me are very emotional. Saturday ni do you say me papa ye dey 2 cars kwa airport one na say for aduan kwa mentime ndi ofie. Menu mato. Me pentema ko. Afi me na mkoti na plane mu akomo de me see. Krasi ni on to kwenda.
That's more.
Me ti plane mu di na me nimpo so betuma busa for bibi. And then they will come share food. I'll take it. Minim di kwa me so se misua di me nua
I
me
imagine sir.
me ko
When you
Ti
full
nyame
blend,
adom
when you jollof.
nyame adom me bedu Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
Whether na ehia me no it was me bedu Ukraine in September.
Mm-hmm.
Na whether na no what dang.
You can see the whole.
Awo mo ha Ukraine awo ha pa. And
Mm-hmm.
then there me di line mu din passport control I'm checking me BBI. You delay me
Mm-hmm.
kakra because I'm new, I'm coming with an invitation to study.
Yes.
You know. But I'm agent no wo airport na ni mo twan me.
Mm-hmm.
Na my
Oh,
first
sir. Oh, Ukraine.
yes.
Oh,
Yes, na my
oh,
agent
okay.
no or Ghana but then na or permit or the by Ukraine into
Ukraine,
oba
anyway,
ye.
okay.
No students no about.
Okay.
You know, the first thing I encountered was adia mishia music Ukraine corruption.
Mm-hmm.
Senior, me mad Turkish airline ama me kilogram of weight a me di betu kwan no. My na sa pepepe me mpem ho asem. Me bedu ya ma me bi immigration officer bi ohwe me din no frɛ me kɔhye ɛdan bi mu. First time I land you, ade me kɔhye o say ɛdan na ɛwɔ me bag ni mu. Isu nnuane o si me biem. Me
Guys.
biem na me mama nso ayɛ hyetɔ ehyem. Obi say what is this? Me say black pepper. Black. And then there I say I'm only allowed to carry 5 kg. Me
What?
say yeah. I say in Ukraine it's only 5 kg. I feel me hu me ho. But
No,
me
no,
figure na so
brofo.
yes, Otebrofo.
Okay.
Omo me age more those areas na dem Otebrofo.
Brofo. Okay.
Yes. Into no me consume papa ma me $100. Say, just show wallet na bibia to me see I going to. Tell na share me bottom din the can nego account mu. Into my me share me din or say how much do you have on you? Me say I have no money on me. Or say let me see your wallet. Now say just $100. And then they me yi chire no. And I say me nko sesa. Ipia na me agent njam ka chen say ni na ekoso. O say nkofu we mo. Kosesa.
Yeah.
Minimum sika minim hwe me koe na
Hey.
tese. Ye ma me sika bebre bi. E ba ye ma me ni hwe ma no yi ni opɛ. Ɔse me nkɔ. Ɛhɔ na me sɛ corruption.
Ah, so the social say what you say what you sika bi edi.
Wagye me di. Etwa me free normal.
Ah, and I was only my here oje because only sika nim.
Nim hwe. Ɔgye bɛbɛ $80. Afei m'ani bie a me hu sika nim sɛ ɔgye bɛ $80.
Hey, it's a first KD.
Yes.
Wow. Such a journey from
Yeah.
Ghana to Ukraine. You could do na UPF airport, no? What's that? So you kind of nothing to but Okono, how was your dressing? What dress according to or just according from say bia. What dress say the way you want to dress and so dress say now you be a you know. Bia na it means say me hona we do on ma because Ukraine hold you or Russia or inside you now. Yeah. Now, obviously, they're saying, "Who could do on our PFU plane, ma? Who peer on TV airport, no? After this way, no? What was the experience like?"
Nyame adom ma wo fo atukwa ache kakra nti no mo update me.
Yeah.
Before I met you me figure na kwa na me maame ama na me niam ache say
Guys.
winter jacket ni bibia nti no ma hyehye me ho.
Sir.
Na me hye turtleneck mu dudu it is my kata me kon ho na hye winter jacket but still hyehye gloves in hand gloves in. But then I had not adapted into no yet that one be call. And to say now me to me hye bibia na nam ho.
Now you saw do you have a picture of the next show now occurring on 2017?
I do have a picture of that.
Well, yes, it we do happens no you saw it na o come on me ni poppy na yanko figure kra it umunya na mo yesen na mo yelo do saying na to so saying
we are 3.
okay.
Yes.
Now your last one
many firstborn and the only son.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And mommy no need machi.
And mommy you need do
yes.
It's on one on Ghana na say be on Ukraine hobby na one in fact.
They see Ghana. Ghana. They are all in the university. Baku or Legon reading radiography. Last born or Legon radiography. And the second born Audi Machino, UCC, University of Cape Coast. Also communication skills.
So can you be shown because by some show because video we make YouTube. It's a YouTuber. If you are have stumble on this video and watch it. If you cannot go to TikTok, we can say we eat with SBTV Africa. na that time na me or I'm in my uniform na. The team and now we do Ghana web, we do TikTok. You see, hey, I send you a kind of no, only me change social media use na if you it is a comment no dey Charlie. We really cry who have been but you know come on.
Interview, you know.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I'm in a rush. Now if you do my about lunch now, I'll say Charlie, I mean your interview real quick. And
about marriage, you know.
About marriage, hold on, hit it, yeah, exchange for you know. As I say, but so growing up from Ghana, no, now if you're to say, are you on the Ghana, no, your classification of say, be the B, and I say nothing gets, and I say be a middle class, as I say. Let me say, yeah, me the B, but I mean, so I mean, nothing gets, but I mean, something middle class because my part to quiet about so many years in the 90s. It's now them here be as no my friend me saka ba e check akra ba me saka what you say because that boarding school where young age at the age of say be a class 3 or something. Oh yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Because boarding school snap me do GSS and I'm the bar I'm portray. It's me living half my life for America, half my life in Ghana. So but me friend me cause na me so me bread feel yes oh na me no provisions there na me will be but sika there I mean not sika there maybe me pay sika the sika me by provisions there the man one time now I know I no come boarding school the whole school in na come boarding school it's no also there to say feel to say na feel growing up how was it
Many sure so be or have a bizarre question or by Jatum so dadaba. Obi abeka say e bi wo ho e bi ni ho bi sa no or in between e bi wo ho e bi ni ho. What you say? My parents they do well for us. They make sure say we get not only our needs but our wants as well. Yes. Say they are needs and wants.
Society, there are needs and wants. True.
So they make sure say we have our needs and our wants as well.
Society,
most of the time, it was okay. And then I didn't really grow up with my parents. Most of my life, I spent with my uncle and auntie in Ashaiman. I met Ashaiman life was.
Yeah, I think that I share the same I share the same thing with you because me say per se and I didn't grow up with my parents. As me growing up, I never had spent time with my mom or dad. What you say? I've always been around my dad's side, my uncles and uncle wives, my grandma. So for me, even as I grow up now, not to today, when I see family, I feel jealous because I never experienced it. What you say? And that is a very big problem. I think say most of the Ghanaian community now, Ghana home and abroad, I think say this is a problem for maybe more my engineers, but it has a toll on us, it has an effect on us, when we grow up. Because the maybe hopefully say you were neglected on that side. But again neglection, but everybody need mother and father love.
Your parents will be there for you, they would support you in all areas, but then sometimes the bonding, the time spending and all that, if you don't get it and you see from other people, hard drink, but then they also wish to be in your shoes.
Okay, it's the jumping all the way back to Ukraine, and now I say, I'm to Fukakram, would just say according to it's by now to say, what's the show come out, system gloves, but I know say Ukraine but for I knew side. Ukraine stores in a church. How did you my missile you see out to Ukraine Casanana? Okay, so how were you, how soon, how fast were you able to learn the language? How did you blend with the community,
I would advise everyone who is in a non-speaking country, so for you to be able to understand and
Pope network, network, but if you want to know, your name Francis Nadine Kumo, and he's telling us about his life experiences from Ghana to Ukraine. Yeah, Pope.
Yeah,
What's
ultimate.
okay. I now network no know we all can yanti shall say you.
Yeah, Timano no. So as I was saying, if you want to be able to understand and communicate in a non-speaking, non-English speaking country, for instance, I think most of them you get it from the people you relate with. Say, wako market, akoto bibi, wako supermarket, one a cashier no, off a taxi, you know, but not mostly in class. They bet you basic things, but then to communicate, you know, the outsiders. So that's what I did. I used to communicate with all of them, and then that's how come I got to be able to understand or speak the language. And then it was confusing initially because Ubora Ukraine, you are expecting to see English alphabets, say A, B, C, D, and so forth. But then that's not what you are seeing. Try for, and then you try to pronounce it, and then it's like, hey, like it's very different. I knew about Ukraine, I knew about Russia, but then I didn't know about the language. I didn't know about their alphabet. It was quite
Right.
Sir,
it was for one for disclaimer, Jonas like I said, you know, this will automatically occur. What I say, I always say, Pope for Ukraine, into network national stable because Ukraine for not having a lot of issue with network. It's na yana Munfanche say network no literacy. It's this was something that will happen once in a while as he's talking, but just say situation or no one a different from where in a war. What I say, it's me didn't come to see and say better na see ye who ye cost war. But since I can't say cause I not no there, any my some highlights be and I said can be so my Eureka Krabi, shall now for Ukraine. Shall now for Ukraine. Shall my you see a TV one. Shall now for Ukraine.
In Ukraine, if you want to say hi or hello, you go like private. What I say.
Okay.
And I say if you want to say good morning, you say dobre den, that is good day. Good evening is dobre večer, good night, dobra noc, you know. That's how confusing the language is. It doesn't sound nice or sweet in your ears. Very confusing. I don't say, yeah, my name is Francisco Kwati, and I'll go like Vate France. That's the least I can say.
Okay. Nice. Okay, now see I know okay, what who said what be different. How did you as a Ghanaian from Ghana with a whole different culture background blend into their culture? Because you see if you can't beat them, join them. See how were you able to blend with them you became part of the family and also was able to speak their language. And how was and what how explain to me your first interaction with a Ukrainian and how did they feel?
Okay, before I was able to understand and communicate in their language, it was very difficult. Very difficult.
Yeah.
About 90% of Ukrainians don't understand the English language.
Wow.
Which we all thought say common, brofo. But then you try and say hello, no just until it was very challenging. It was very challenging. And then no matter how you are able to learn or understand the language, and can difference wow communicating. Sometimes when you speak English with them, they are like, take your time. Or my name is no, so you can imagine.
And I believe say a no feeling say we're gonna see in table but we have to credit for class or
yes.
It looks like I'm the Englishman. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I feel I'm also shut out
It's I see what Ukraine kasa no the Ukraine system as soon as down there no see you're spending I think say almost 25 minutes it's the FI say more to another 25 minutes conversation but before no Have you? How was it? You know, were there other Ghanaians there? It was there a
Yes.
lot of Africans there where you went? And I'll
I
call
think
Ukraine. Who see when
it's,
I'll call him, and I'll call
I
you
think
know, Ghana for Africa for.
Ukraine, Russia, Cyprus, Belarus, Georgia. I think they were once the Soviet Union, if I'm not
Mm-hmm,
mistaken. I think they are the Western side, Western Europe.
mm-hmm,
Schools or education in the Western Europe is quite cheaper than
mm-hmm.
the Schengen
Eastern.
countries like Germany, Belgium, and the others. And
Mm-hmm.
so that is one of the reasons why most of the people come to Ukraine or they go
Right.
to Russia to study because
Mm-hmm.
you pay fees about 5,000 USD a year.
Okay. Yeah. Oh
Yes,
wow. Wow.
which is quite affordable.
Affordable.
It's not really cheap, but then it's quite affordable compared to paying 10,000 euros, 20,000 euros.
Right.
Yes. Internal. That is one of the reasons why internal it makes you feel at home because a lot of blacks or a lot of Africans are here.
Mm-hmm.
They are in Ukraine. And
Ukraine.
then I am in a city here called Ternopil, but then I arrived in Borispol Airport, which is the capital, Kiev.
Kiev.
People
Okay.
say Kiev, you can say Kiev or Kiev, anyhow, it's
Okay.
understood.
Okay.
Internal from Kiev to Ternopil is approximately 7 to 8 hours journey.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, my Bedunami agent, Ishamwell Airport, the only thing he did for me was take me to a restaurant, buy food for me, and then buy my train ticket and tell me, say, you are going there alone. Obi be share wo hɔ." I had no idea.
No idea.
Yes. Even and then Kiev is very big. Ukraine is one of, I think, the largest country in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from Russia, Ukraine is the second largest country in Europe.
Europe.
Internal Kiev, Esopa. Nti edu yɛ a udu a airport bus and a shuttle wɔ ha yɛde wokɔ train station.
Mm-hmm.
Yɛtena mu yɛkɔ mehwɛ kurom mapa mekɔ me team sɛ menie mapa. We traveled for about 45 minutes and then I told him say aha ne yɛba na ɔsɛ dɛbi wonya start de afei na aba abɛkɔ. Nti no kɔpɛ aduane di na wie a
That's awesome.
and then the first Ukrainian language I learned was chai.
Chai.
Chai is tea.
Tea.
Nti
Okay.
yes, chai tea. Nti no because of the weather no, my agent na catch him say can you hear me?
Oh yeah, Mwaha.
Okay. My agent no was like, this is your train ticket. Udu city hona. Obeba binya no. So obeba binya because it was a sleeping train. Obeba binya no. Na oduako. But then if you need anything, say chai. If you are feeling cold, they can give you tea or water. You say chai or voda. Voda means water. Chai means tea. It's a metis out to meeting. Say chai.
Chai. Nigeria for chai.
Tiako kakra no ba. Please chai. Na ɛhɔ nso no mesan so sua kasa. Ɔsɛ choni abo zeleni.
What?
I didn't even know say we have black tea and green tea. Choni means black, zeleni means green. I didn't know Ghana de tea.
Yeah, tea. Yeah.
Nti no ɔka choni abo afei me say tea nso yɛ mu ahodo. Afei am confused. Me say chai na ɔno ama me ne ɔpɛ. I also learned say there's zeleni and then choni. And then you are also involving yourself to learn and understand the language. And so that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, nice.
Check it out. Wow. Dina me de na me de bedu ye nyame adom me dua na broni bi gina ho twɛn me. Even Dimitri, or your school agent.
Okay.
And me no de me call me hostel. Nende. O se adekye a obeba be from me akoye school fees payment and everything. Just say obejiska. And
You go force me. We said chai. Yes. Wow. Nice. Wow.
That was what happened.
Yeah, the experience, is very interesting. I think
Really interesting.
yeah, in our we all have that funny experience, no?
Yeah.
Just but yours is really funny. It's because especially also you say you came to an English country, we don't have no trouble.
Yes.
About mom call country, I want to phone your first language and your casa no. Edding, because you need to be able to speak their language before they can understand you. We also so until I say What
Yes.
here? Yeah, it's not to say, see, I know culture, no, I mean, first experiences, no, to bass move or what me at TFS, Kasa no kakra. Na I don't know what you could do school more, no. School on our call, school, okay, see, school, ben, our call, and I face no, then I'll, yeah, what's your, then I'll study with school.
Okay. My school, no, the Ivan Hobachevsky Ternopil National Medical University. You can pronounce it TDMU or TNMU. If you go on the internet and you type Ternopil National Medical University, you can see it. It's one of the best universities in Ukraine, actually.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, they have good grades and all that. Young professors never beji accolades, but yan is
Now professors no call no it be Africa for Africa for like do they have African professor or school on?
No, unfortunately,
Okay,
no.
how many
Yes.
Ukrainians?
Yes, most of them are Ukrainians, and then I'm being taught in English. Most of the blacks here, we pay for the English academics.
Academic, okay.
We are being taught in English, and then the professors, but almost feel almost say, hey, school or English speaking countries, almost are the people who teach us, and then I think the black people or the Africans or the Indians are the people who are doing the agency thing.
Okay.
But professors, they are all Ukrainians.
Okay, nice. Also, as you watching me and Francis interact and share his experiences on his travel from Ghana to Ukraine. If you have any question, you can ask the question in the chat comment box, and then I'll be more than happy to put your question up here and read, and so he can answer these questions for you. He has talked a lot about his journey from Ghana to Ukraine, and we're still having a conversation. We're gonna go deep into the Ukraine war, the culture, his relationship, all that stuff, so we can cover everything up today. If we can't do everything today, we can continue next week. But see, uko Ukraine, not all girl from Ghana.
Me for Ukraine, no girlfriend.
Oh, Ghana, now girl from Ghana, as now
No,
Ukraine.
not me girlfriend.
Now only
I
girlfriend.
think we broke up before. Me maneti assessing me too kwa minim ne da manim I don't want to be going back and forth saying and wabeka chem say my mafia wana me jawesi no me stress.
Na ubreku virginity or Ghana na say Ukraine.
Hey, same way. Same way them say beka no kokrom.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's Ukraine no. Okay, have you tried a Ukrainian? What try Ukrainian? Have you tried maybe a Ukraine for about for you?
I don't have a thing for whites, unfortunately. I'm Hofe, but then I don't feel attracted to them and they are not attractive to me. Maybe I go with my Africans.
That's okay. Yeah, Africa for no.
Yeah, if you. Regardless of the country, not Ghanaian, but then once you are from Africa and then you have the dark or melanin skin, that's okay.
It's Ukraine or Ushi African EB. Oh, when was that? Yeah, Ben. Okay, let me start with first. More question answer. Yeah, Ben. Yeah. How long did it take you to learn the Ukrainian language? Second, how long did it take you to actually blend into the culture now? It means say, yeah, now you are confidently can go around Ukraine and feel good. And also, yeah, Ben. Now, how long did it take you to actually have maybe sex with in Ukraine?
I think all these things took me 2 years. Yeah, it took me 2 years to blend in and to fit into the country or the culture and then it took me 2 years to understand the language or to learn the language because I was being taught in school as well.
Okay.
Yes. And then one most important thing is if you arrive in Ukraine before school time, school time is around maybe September. The academic calendar on the paper money begins in September or in February. So if you arrive after these moments, you do what we call PATFAC, which means the language course. And I have colleagues who were in Ukraine somewhere in May, in April, into language course now. Language course before school resumed. They had the upper hand. May not feel My by economic started classes. School resumed on 1st September, and then I started mine on 27th September.
September.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Me wobeye 26 days be say me yeshim. And then
Okay.
Ukraine school or my university medical school, if you miss a class, you pay for the class you missed and you rework the class.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
It's nice. Oh yeah, study medicine. Ukraine. Oh, okay. I said medicine or nurse, and I said doctor, and I said what kind of medicine I'll study with Ukraine?
General medicine, to be a medical doctor. In Tinyami school now, your certificate will be classified as MD.
Oh wow.
Doctor. Yes.
Awesome. It was for France again if I get to medical doctor, special doctor in
the making.
In the making. That's good. That's very good. Now, Ukraine, you see, I know 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 6, 7 years.
Yes.
Now, how many girlfriends do you have?
I think 2 girls. I asked 2 girls out. You be my mom, you know.
Ghana for now, I say Ukrainian for Libya.
No. Me say I brought for the young. Yes.
Nice. I'll be Africa for. Yeah, we have for kind. Like I said before, Ukraine have sometimes difficulties in this network connection. So, this will happen as we interact with Francis in Ukraine. This conversation is going on well, and
then, let me even explain why it happens like that. You see, there was a missile launched onto their electric system. Source of electricity. There was a missile launched then tonight, affecting. So as it stands now, we are doing power scheduling. Doomso, as popularly known. Only before 6 hours, we do 6 hours. Now other areas for say that kind of thing. It is affecting every network, internet, light, gas, heater, whatever.
Okay, we do now. So okay, we'll say Mami. Now Mami, are they Africans? Are they Ghanaians, Nigerians? How many? To you, you think that are they more West Africans or what kind of Africans do they have in where you are at the moment?
Funny enough, I think we have the whole African continent.
Hey.
The whole African continent, yes. I have friends who are from India. India. Let me go to friends from Egypt, Ethiopia, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Tanzania, South Africa, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire. Togo na minye will be of Togo. Togo de minye. But then I think all the Eastern, Western, Southern, Northern Africans ubenge biwa.
So in by me I'll propose you on info for.
Bakuye Ghanaian, Bakuye Ivorian, but even Ivorian, she lived in Ghana for quite some time. I think because of the war in Ivory Coast, the back Ghana, half Ghanaian.
Now, how was it? How was the experience dating in the Ukraine? Relationship in Ukraine. Dating. I know. So I mean, to say, Ukraine, since Ukraine is closer to Russia and they two people are fighting anyways, but I keep hearing say they love black people. I'm a black for I'm Ukraine for now. We share videos because sometimes Telegram Ukraine formed by I'm the black. Say they love us. Africa for no corner. I'm Germany. Yes, we call Ukraine. I mean, call Russia. Also, maybe because now when you be all the time, or school, but because now someone per black for no and okay, and I say about Obi hate on you, and I say when is that?
I don't really pay attention to them at all. If someone is even hating on me, but then I think they like him blacks, It's because they think, yes, they like him blacks is because they have the perception say blacks are rich.
Hey, rich. This is the first time I see the same way.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. They have the perception that the blacks are rich. we are in their country. We are really building their country.
Wow.
For instance, and maybe waha unya no Ukraine, unya maybe a common in US in Asafo, unya no Ukraine. You would never get it. Until when you get those things, they are very expensive. From the say, this common drink, maybe a Mountain Dew, so
Mountain
common.
Dew. Wow.
Yes.
I've
But
been
then
in
it
Ukraine.
be
Wow. Mountain Dew in UK. It's my first time hearing that. I thought it's a Pepsi and Coca-Cola is everywhere in the world. What you see, because Mountain Dew is actually made by Pepsi. I'm not here to advertise for them, but I just want to educate people about Mountain Dew.
yes.
Yeah. I tell you for Francis. So he's in the Matrix. You know, when he comes back, he was playing. Okay, well, you are back.
Yeah.
So explain.
So and this brand like Kellogg's cornflakes. Kellogg's.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they don't have those brands. They have their own style, their own flakes. And something like that, and that is what we the Africans or the blacks patronize.
Yeah.
Yeah, near for taxi or more for taxi. If you give a Ukrainian, let's say, $20,
Mm-hmm.
edwa or the no, because or not say your more money, but then bibini kita saa $20 na edwa no bedi no. It's just few things. And then we buy, most of the things we buy are very expensive. Until they portray or they see us as we are rich. That's why we buy this expensive, because only Ukrainian on top papendi. But yeah, better perfume rice and now jasmine rice and now basmati rice. Because we want the quality.
Yeah, it's jasmine rice. Ghana African ni Ghana ni. So when you
Yes.
jasmine rice, it's a Ghana nyade. And one
And yet
nyade.
yes. Yes.
Okay. That is a good. Now I say one last you didn't pay attention to this Ukraine football for you know. When you say be be hitting on Ukraine, you won't be able to tell. But let me ask you, you know, so far no, yeah, who got crack afa home. Now into into the topic kakra. Now your whole Ukraine, we can't mean Ukraine in memories that what I see. The last time Ukraine was because number one minimum it says Crimea was being taken and stuff, and I'm who Ukraine kakra. After that, you know, until Ukraine, the whole man it is the tension be a boil with Ukraine and Russia for. Now, more monthly news now, I say, multi news, but I'm going to say, you know. And as someone want to say, be tension now, a boil, you know, or be and baby for the team fat. And I said, then, do you guys saw this coming? You guys saw, say, there's going to be into Kwabi Ba Ukraine getting the ebe chama e de nyawa e bring chaos be remember to say ebe we are seeing na ntokwa did they happen
Okay. Can you hear me?
yeah we can hear you now.
Okay, so let me take it down history lane a bit. In the year 2014, a similar thing happened. So this isn't actually the first time, but this is actually the longest. The first one happened in 2014. They say it was a city called Crimea. Crimea. Russia invaded Crimea and then took captive of it.
It was for he's in the matrix again, but Obi comments kakra. I mean when he comes back we will continue, but for now we call Facebook Tilly.
So
Hey.
when
Tilly, the unim popa na Obi say I love you, or say I love you, babe. Keep it up.
comment,
Hey.
comment.
Tilly say I love you, babe. Charlie. Anyways, now oh metrics new, but you are still in the metrics now. If you come back, you have to continue from where you left off. And then we can understand how the history and how this war came about. Because they're very interesting, something that you all want to know. You know, I think it's very important to listen to the history of the war and where they are now. But you know, what about back? You know, it's you. Oh, mo fan channel why na network no. Network no why nti mo fan channel why na oba na watwa so. O say so the kind no Ukraine no network connections no bad because of what is going on. It's in the way no, I'm happy say he's able to keep up for some time. What you say, you know. Sometimes no this so yeah is kind of this will automatically occur. You know, these interactions will automatically occur. What you see. So when his network goes bad, then
I'm
we have
back.
to
Can you
keep
hear
on.
me?
Okay, yeah, we can hear you now. So continue.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just switched my SIM card. Who said Ukraine network Lankasa there it's not really functioning properly. So I just had to use my Portugal SIM card now.
Okay.
There are 2 roommates, so I think it'll be stable for now.
Okay. So now
So yeah,
my background
about the war. So it happened in 2014, and then this just last year, I think not even last year, last 2 years, in the year 2021, somewhere in November, we started hearing news about it. Everyone was adamant to be in any NC, that December about NC, not January about NC. But then it became so tensious. And then we were getting news from US, United States of America. We were confused. Ukraine US never news no send to just come on. So it was so hard to believe. But I didn't really take it for granted. I kept on sharing on my social media platforms. Africans in my city, let's come together, let's go to the university, let's tell them, say we need a break to gather our things and go home, because as to whether it's going to happen or not, we don't know. But then no rumor is false. Neither is any rumor true. Let's do something. I have a best friend. His name is Nana Kwame Appiah-Nkansah. He was the NUC's president, National Union of Ghanaian Students, Ukraine. A man for friend catch and say, why am I causing panic?
Hey.
Yes, because of my post, I'm causing panic.
Panic and fear and panic.
That even got me angry. Like, what do you mean I'm causing panic? Go to the internet, read about the news, and stop telling me I'm causing panic. Instead, say you will listen to what I'm saying, and they will come together. Now, that's what you people are saying. My mom also called me. Was like, get ready to go home. So I called my dad, and my dad was like, when do you want to go? Now I'm when I wanted to go. I told him, so mom, 1 week, me fangada me BBI. I had to go to the school to get something. The school delayed me because you go to the school, you tell them, I want to go home because of the war. It's making me uncomfortable. My parents are not comfortable with it. I want to go. And they will tell you, say, we can only give you 2 weeks break. And I tell them, why would you give me 2 weeks break? Take it word then. Mentor take it in Ghana and code 2 weeks and send some back. It's very expensive.
Yeah.
I need assurance that when I go home, you allow me to do my classes online. As I said earlier on, if you miss any class in Ukraine,
you pay.
that's a one finish classes. You don't reset those classes. Now, you won't write exams, which will lead to your expulsion.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen as well. Mommy, BBH, say, me coffee, I made my 2 classes. So.
Yeah.
Because as at then, classes were offline, in person. Into your class, we are all asking about it. We are asking our professors, teacher, please, is there going to be war? Or say, no, be calm. Now school knows us an email, explain the situation to your parents. And the situation was, everything was stable. So if you try to explain the situation, it looks like everything is stable. Nothing is going to happen. People are going about their daily activities. But the news is there's going to be war. Internal school no high and United US Embassy evacuated their people. UK evacuated their people. And I'm like, hey, into US say you know for na yet trend then
Right, yeah.
Senior.
Yeah.
Musa na just say Kiev na amo tanks abesenko
Cash. Nina na wo
na yatim
Kai.
Inti mi buso omo say inti amo tanks yasinko yi ice cream car and na because once hwinsi enso no cars na besen kwa na ekọ inti no And then it was one Thursday dawn. The news in by Sanana Obi and me na papa into senior made a meeting news there almost 5 a.m. A while no madam for Kiev. A while not short to your class page and I say there's an explosion. And we try a video, no, and there was an
Wow.
explosion. That was when we realized that hey,
Oh, nice,
we not
serious.
got any break.
Hmm.
A while
Aye.
it is true. It is happening. Anna Yaka. Because there and then, no, I feel they had to shut down the airspace. No airplane is allowed to cross over, and they had to shut down the airport.
Ah, nice way, nice when you later. Nice much you. Nice and didn't you who know that is a
Yes. This
wow.
thing happened February 24th, and then year 19th. We have 5 days to celebrate 1 year of this war.
Yeah, this war.
Yes. Internal, but then no people had already amount for 8 to 2 amanamon to a unfortunately, Obiti Airport and close the airport. That was all over back.
Hey.
Obi question ya no odin.
Okay, you know, yeah. Yeah, Sammy. Facebook, no, we say ask that question. But Sammy, you will get back to your question. But I'm interested, you know, because now America there was you know, your intelligence knows that this is gonna happen. And
Yes.
people were talking about it and the conversation was going on, you know, and there was actually a satellite image that shows that
Yes.
on my stage. Tell me you're training now or Belarus now. We were seeing it.
Exactly.
Oh, yes, yeah.
They were at the borders, yet Ukrainians were ignorant about it. In 2014, that's what happened. Uncle baby, until this time, they call baby.
It's see, you know. It's see, you know. Ah, mom old school, more Africa for old school, or it's see, you know. Because we share Ukraine, I share Poland. If you look at Poland, the border, no, it was so much people, everybody trying to get out. When Africans fall, people are crying. You see videos, terrible image, begging presidents and stuff. How was the experience with you? I mean, what was the experience? Did you feel say, that's it, this is it for us? I mean, we are all gonna die.
Let me even start from a C,
Okay.
A C, we're going to go to school in the morning around 8 a.m. But then a C, around 6 a.m. and the school sent us an email said everyone should stay at home, no one should go to class. And I'm kind sorry to say, excuse me to say more fan chemi. I say emoa. Ya card we ya mo fee ya two bomb na de afei de mo nyansa try say yentina fee. And then that was my first time I heard an air siren.
Wow.
A bow wasuma, it gives you fear, it makes you tensious, it makes you alert. Just a, and then almost every one of us acted on impulse.
Wow.
Who knew left and right? Because they being see that MOBI none of us had experience on how to do it. Into we were just doing things haphazardly, anyhow you want. Into the only thing we realized was when they give the air siren, you follow the Ukrainians. Bomb shelters. So you follow them. A drew a numera, no more dum chrome highlight. Even as I'm speaking now, you dum light to baby.
Wow.
Yes. The whole town is dark.
Now to say, you see, there's a form of racism with Black people, Ukraine. Like, was it true? Did you experience any racism? Say, yeah, man, Ukraine for now, now, because at what point did you guys decide to say no? We need to get out from this country. And as you guys were getting out from the country, you know, the people who were getting out from Ukraine was millions of people. Did you guys experience say, yeah, Africa falling into all my young and Kobas and I training, and I said, you experience any racism during this war?
The racism started even before the war. Ukraine is one of the racist countries.
Wow.
Racist. During wartime, no, it's not a new thing. And then I also understand them because they also want their people to live. Oman and call for no choir and son who attended to more international students and I say international or foreigners. No. But then we organized the Ghanaian community like this, myself and my president and other people. We organized the bus for the Ghanaians who want to ebedu sano now acquire decision making any sikasem. We say one of Adamfu or say mefa Poland. We say mefa Hungary.
Wow.
We say mefa Romania. Just you can't make decision.
Now, before no, it ni na echi no one see. You see, muko it's a bunker mostly, and then you guys were trying to find a way to get to Kyiv and go to the border to Poland and stuff like that. I mean, maybe an hour, but did you know anyone outside Ukraine? Like, you had anyone in that? So we said you thought say you were going to Ghana. Well, at that point, what was your like? Everyone say, who were you relying on? Who were you relying on?
My sole focus was on my parents.
Yes.
Was on my parents because where my dad is at the moment, he experiences things like that. And he was trying to tell me what to do. Say mentor me bo. Now we know no my own country and all that. So I was just trying to leave Ukraine and go home. Buy the next available flight straight to Ghana. That was what I was focused on because I was already leaving until the war happened. At the border like this, I was at the Romanian border. People were at the Poland border. Others were at the Hungarian border. It was a whole lot of emotions and stories. Me border na me wano. They pepper sprayed us. Omushi and so we saw, simply because we were misbehaving. Yes, say form a queue and we'll let you go. Ko bibini ye there we say. Obi and person for me came because on trusting you didn't even say or money for me or no be corner can work you nature say it was just chaotic at the border. Me say me could do you could do border for now you could do be one. Then we had to walk on foot to get to the border.
Wow.
About 3 hours on foot to
You
the
say
border.
come back.
Traffic because cars not park you.
Park it.
Cars across it. It's no wow team now when your car now. Driver no see uncle BM. See not to call because of
Wow.
things became very expensive all
I
of a sudden.
say, like you want to pay as much as money you can pay to be there to go. Or
To
then say,
leave.
I want to leave. Just get
Yes.
all your pay for me. All I want to do is leave the country.
Yes.
I said,
And then even
probably worthless at that point.
yes. The thing happened on Thursday. I left on Saturday. Friday, I was going from one bank to the other trying to get money.
No money.
You send you ska, Western Union, Okwa, yes, your muniska. We can't give you, yes, I know $1,000. Or so we can give you $300.
So let me say also about this thing. How was your family, your mom and dad? How were they taking it emotionally,
It
mentally?
was a whole lot of panic. I was panicking, and then I was making them also panic because they are not there. They are not here. When I'm one American here, it was something that in American we all acted on impulses. Oh, Hannah, even I had friends in the capital where the thing started from. Me, I'm close to Poland, and then Hungary and Romania. I'm close to these countries because, as I said, 8 hours from the capital to my city. Before I be do an alliance, so yakwe. Me now before I buy, me who woman na me who. So say, a man who say we are safe for there. Obi anfa ni bibia o, ye ja ye bibia. Just get your documents and just go. What do you say? You are just going. What is ahead of you? You have no idea, but you just want to go because we're chino and papa.
It's a band sound on down for more school, no, Obia to Pansign, Obia call. At some point, you guys at some point reconnected again, and what country am I?
Yes, at a point, me say, at a point because me now for be like I was like we should all move together, but no almost there be almost Sunday and a Monday. What you say? About Sana, you realize that At this point, everyone needs to make their own decision.
Decisions.
Yes, you have to make your own decision, regardless of who you think is your friend. Make your own decision.
That's
And if your decision,
I say Titanic movie, no.
yes, if your decision is in line with someone's decision, senior, you make new friend and then you go.
Right here.
Yes, into you cross now for you Charlie what you ho. Ko what could do? Oh, me wa how also we Oh, yeah, then what is your next move and all that? And then into one of the might be brilliant tematity. We communicate, but then the bond and everything, you tematity because you see an Ubia busy, Ubia making new plans, even school cry basa.
Oh.
People are now out of school trying to get into new school, a whole lot.
If Ukraine, Nigeria, where was your next stop after Ukraine? If
My
I call
next,
there, when I call it.
Romania.
Okay.
And then the Ghana government came to our aid in Romania.
Okay. Nice. Ghana government for no rally moving out of Romania.
Yes. My friend was, as I said earlier, Nana Kwame Appiah Cancer. There is Nana Kwame Appiah. He was the NUC's vice president, and Philip Bobie was also the president. We are all together. Until they were communicating with the MPs and then people in higher authorities in Ghana, say, these are Ghanaian students.
Right.
So they laid out information, say, follow your president and move out of Ukraine through Romania. There's a government representative there who will take care of you people. All Ghanaians who came through Romania enjoyed some benefits from the government. Our accommodation in the hotel was free. How do you call it? Yedidium. We were fed freely, and then we got free tickets to Ghana.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, we got
And
free tickets.
your optional if you want to go free tickets.
They were like, we have to go home because we don't know anything about all these things. We don't know if we'll be allowed to move to any country because we're not having Schengen visas to just move about Europe anyhow we want. And today we're like, just go home. Muko do fear. We'll see how we integrate you people into the Ghanaian university. We'll lay out informations and all that. We got there and then.
What were you thinking? Say, me to go back to Ghana. Why? Like I don't want to go back to Ghana. Oh, did you see any friends say like Ogofoni Biomoka say Ghana the Omon call now they will stay here, whatever happens. And I say we now agree say you want to go. If you call, if you call, they didn't see it.
Ebimu kaso monko. As I said, everyone was making decision. To me, say we there na ya na we there na you. Obi a ye ne ne ho beto no. Obi wo fie na say hwe no one ma o. Hwe no one ma uni Ukraine there ye. Ko priuti wo Europe hwe no one ma. Obi so na brefie ye no bi so chese ye pentema kofie because e bin si da intinesi no ehu pa ye dimika anya hwe kwa ne fie obi nya bebi ada. Some of us came home, others did not. And then that was
I'm on back and have they come back to Europe? And I say, won't say I'm on back on yeah back to Europe.
I'm an example of someone who was in Ghana and I'm back in Europe.
Oh, nice. Who agreed to go home?
Yes, Mikofie.
And I'll call now. Then they see. I want to try some with school. I want to work with school.
There was a whole lot of things. Just
people are
so disappointed. People are so disappointed in the government because what they said was different from what happened. Ama even Ghana
wow.
Ghana, but then to leave Ghana, it's very costly. Very costly. Because maybe first style, I mean, the fee Ghana na a kappa, and then bless them with more money because it was very costly. Very costly. And then we regretted going home. Part of me didn't really regret, but then it's a regret. You feel it.
It's about how many months for Ghana? I'll say no, I have to go back.
I was in Ghana in March.
Okay.
And then I left Ghana September.
Okay.
Me clinic house or Tema General Hospital, GHANAIAN Polyclinic. So I
Okay.
gained some,
Experience.
experiences there as well. And our friends who didn't leave and they got stuck in Europe enjoyed a whole lot of benefits.
Then you guys are
Now,
you went back.
yes, some countries, the war was escalating, but then people didn't know, other countries didn't know how to help.
Mm-hmm.
As at then, it was only the neighboring countries who were helping.
Happened, yeah.
Medu Romania, Unye Rema, welcome. Are you hungry? What are you going to do? You need money?
Hey,
Yes,
sir.
Sure.
Hey,
Do you
you
have
need
a
money in
place
that
to
account?
sleep? Ebi mo chest kasa oma yom ho NGOs, volunteers. Obi ha, the person can volunteer with money. Obi ha, I can volunteer with ABR. No wadan, but now mention till you find what you want to do. You
Wow.
get it? So that was what they were doing for us until other countries involved themselves. So other countries started issuing residency.
Mm-hmm.
So this war has, everything, any bad thing that happens, there's a good out of it. They be
Yes.
America. This war is bad, but then it has helped a lot of
Not
people who
people.
had no hope in Ukraine,
Right.
especially Africans.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ukraine, you can't work here.
Mm-hmm.
If you are here, it's strictly school. You can't work here. Into Ria, you go back home
Mm-hmm.
or you go back to wherever you want to go, but not in Ukraine, unless you extend your residency or whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Until now, people had no hope said they can even travel to any European country because this Anokonia be that.
Mm-hmm.
But then this war has allowed them to even secure a resident permit, a card
Mm-hmm.
with their picture and
Wow.
everything. They can now move. So see how cool it be more Instagram. First, like I call Instagram now. I call it to say be Accra,
Mm-hmm.
Kumasi,
Mm-hmm.
Tamale, Cape
Mm-hmm.
Coast. In Ukraine, I call it say Kiev, Kharkiv, Lviv, Ternopil,
Mm-hmm.
Sumy. But you see, I call Instagram
Wow. Wow.
Germany, Netherlands, Austria, but countries. And this is the benefits we got from the war.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get it? This is the benefit we got from the war.
Wow. Wow.
Me,
Wow.
for instance.
Mm-hmm.
And then you need to know people to know what is happening.
Side here.
We ask my way, you need to know people to know
People.
what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Information will be asked.
Mm-hmm.
Will be best say update. And so you need to know people.
People.
I was in Ghana and then I heard about Portugal giving 1 year residency
Mm-hmm.
to students who are affected by the war in Ukraine.
Ukraine.
What I say. And then people started applying. Into me apply be and I'm
Mm-hmm.
that was what allowed me, or that was what enabled me to be able to leave
Come
Ghana.
back.
I just think I'm visa for to enter
Ah.
Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. This I'm visa for to enter Europe. But then
Mm-hmm.
I'm out for any bar who saw more information, now all close opportunity
Mm-hmm.
now
Treat, you
more
know.
students now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got mine in June. I'm
Mm-hmm.
Ghana September because of the clinicals and 1 or 2 things.
Right, right. You see, I know, what they see. Ghana for Mukusha Romania, Murali or Romania, your mom baby died, then the catcher say tickets near one brand Ghana and I integrating more into the Ghana system. Mobile and all disappointment. If you man buy, if you buy, if you want to buy and so your disappointment, ma, you're buying all a young because I want you do what we do Ghana there. Only near Sambia, and then I know say only what we say for Ghana until me wow. And then if you make Ghana, also when you ultimately back. Now for being so tonight, if you moon your residency, I'm to say I want to be called around Europe and stuff. See, I know, right now, no, Owen, are you in Ukraine or are you back to Ukraine or you are in a different country, and stuff. Now,
I mean,
other
Ukraine
friends,
at
no,
the
other
moment.
Africans for us, no. Do you think that the other Africans, no, their government came to their aid, or how did you feel the African countries did during this war when the war started in Ukraine? You feel like say the African countries did enough for their people, or it wasn't as much as you guys expect them to do? Yeah, how, because you have friends from different African countries. How were you
Yes.
feeling for them?
Truth be told, I think it was only Ghanaian government who came to the aid.
Wow.
Yes. Other countries, you're on your own. So one other until anyhow you want to live, that's on you.
Wow. Hey.
Yes, you're on your own. Even Nigerians, they try to help, but then it wasn't as compassionate as
Mm-hmm.
Ghanaians. Omo deɛ no, Poland, yɛse plane bi si hɔ, kɔfa, yɛde wobɛba Nigeria, wobɛdua ne ama $100 note.
$100
But then
note.
Ghanaians, they made us feel welcome. Say, "Bia, yama baby ada, we did DM. It doesn't matter how long you're staying there. you'll be there till you leave.
Wow.
Into Ohani Abejo passport, I got tickets now, bro. Date time is on uncle. There was no pressure, nothing. So they really, handled as well until we go home.
Wow, wow.
That's what they were also able to do. Other countries, I'm here.
Wow. Inti now is here no emphasis here. Are you back in Ukraine school and I say
I'm in
or
Ukraine
European
now.
countries maybe?
I'm in Ukraine now.
Okay, Ukraine now.
Yes.
Now
I entered through the border.
Okay, you see war no it so close to Ukraine, and we hear, we see. Okay, now tell us, can you train? Because now the ground, new information now you get, but you're looking from outside, you're not see CNN, follow your fake news, other news network and trust them. You almost show no. Is it true? Is it real? What is really happening on the ground? No, is it true? Are you guys you feel safe? Are you guys okay? War no almost stop it, and I say so then I will cover war no this year.
War no is still ongoing. It's still ongoing, but then any idea I say share baby as we see in movies, war movies now, country we share no more. No. Until there are days everything is calm until baby back fam. You get it? Maybe be amity and you mostly metite police siren how much be 1 a.m. 2 a.m. Meso akwohwe window mu no. Now there are escorts of ammunitions or tanks.
Wow.
Which means they are taking us somewhere. So if it's not like that, that thing wouldn't be passing. And then Germany, US, Canada, they are supporting with tanks and I feel say they are border. And maybe bend those neighboring countries, those bordering countries, they are transporting it.
Wow. Wow.
So I think it's still ongoing. And then things have changed. Life was not as it used to anymore. So it tells you that yes, something is still going on. I'm in Ukraine. In Ukraine, you barely come across a military personnel. But now, what done have military personnel? Military personnel, they are all around. Police are on alert. And then I think even volunteers are also in it. I saw some people wearing Ukrainian military uniform, but they are not Ukrainians.
Right.
Like cannot cry Ukrainian.
Send to qualify, almost key for volunteers.
Yes, they volunteered
to come. Yeah, but you see, one thing I saw on social media is I was feeling Africa falling be enjoy Ukraine when there was no war. But war nearby, I said they try to say Ukrainians, this has nothing to do with them. And I said they say just to get their way to go out. Because Ukraine for long to keep for all men under 18 to stay. I mean above 18 to stay. But you can feel some people saying, hey, we are not these people, we're not part of these people, we want to go home, we don't want to fight.
They treated us badly. Racism. That is why most of the Africans are also saying that. Yes, because that is the challenge. You people are not being nice to us, yet you want us to sympathize with you. You won't do it. Recently, they were trying to extort money from me, an immigration, trying to extort money from me. You get it? And I told them, say, people out there are sympathizing with Ukrainians, but more Ukrainians, look at what you are doing to us. That is not fair.
Yeah.
We were just trying to be there for each other as African community, and not because we now. Ukraine was good. Accommodation was okay. Cost of living in Ukraine is one of the cheapest. It was good. It was nice. And then I'll bet you $200 a month. Being a dying guy, apartment, 1 room, 250, 200. Me call Europe, Schengen, say Portugal or Germany or Hungary. So you pay about 1,500 euros to have that room to yourself. But you can watch it 200, 250, 300.
Oh wow.
So it was good.
Wow.
And then, so it made me understand a country that don't spend the dollar or the euro, standard of living is low. Or is affordable, is good.
Okay, it is here yakasa be I would say Facebook say yakasa 1 hour 40 minutes. FND yeah 5 minutes more and if I wrap it up now.
We can continue later.
So we are going to wrap up in a few minutes. I think this conversation is very interesting, and we will continue again next week with this conversation. I don't want it to be too long, and now Osha. Some people don't have the time to watch everything, but it's very interesting, and I think this conversation here will help people understand what really going on in the ground. And I know maybe some people here, some people bloggers and people will probably take this thing. On your or TikTok now, what you do. And I was on here. On my phone video is saying channel.
That's right. My papa they are sending me.
But I think so far the conversation is going well. And to see on me, what I want to ask is right now, how do you feel now being in Ukraine? You're back to Ukraine now. How's the feeling? Do you still feel people have panic attacks, or you think people are used to this now? So whatever happens, everybody's in, or you think you guys are far away from the war now, or what's the feeling when? And are some of the Africans back in Ukraine? How's the feeling? How's the communication? You guys talk about this at all, or you guys try to live your life and not think about the war and what's going on? How's the feeling?
We always talk about the war. And me entering Ukraine again, I had this feeling of like back like we never left. That feeling. Because you were having so many flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
You are reminiscing on all these things, and you are like, hey, I have me kaiha. Time I didn't see and saying and then life is not as it used to be, but people are tired of it.
Yeah.
People are tired. On I'm coming about air siren, people are going to bomb shelters. Ebi mo so
Wow.
and fun or the auto bomb are there to and fun on and I'm going about whatever he or she wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
Generators now town town is very noisy.
Mm-hmm.
Initially nanka bibia edin but no because of electricity yeah so source of generators will be very noisy.
Yeah.
Yes. Areas that they don't have electricity during the day now. When they get during the night, they operate. If it's a bank or juma, if it's a pharmacy or juma, even if it's a food joint like McDonald's or BBA, just for some few time now, because about 9 is more or less like a curfew. The whole place is dark.
Dark.
Yes.
Wow.
And then most of the people you see here, the
Mm-hmm.
blacks you see are those who are, Obajana Nyema, Obajana documents, not necessarily say or Sambabetsna.
Wow.
Yes. Until life is not
Wow.
as it used to be.
It is Siano. Are you back in school and I saw your documents not answer go back to a country?
Maybe yeah. Me and Kratasem Kakra.
Wow, okay.
And then school will be resuming on Monday, God willing.
It's
And as to whether it's going to
Mhm.
be online or offline, we can't tell. If it's offline, it means strictly we have to come back to Ukraine and school. If it's online, it means you can choose to stay or leave.
Okay, now still the move suit your rent, and I said you want to buy it on rent no can phobia.
When we paid rent near to into
Okay.
Akoshimi.
Nti I want a year and I say I'm just
To meet you, yes, yearly. Till now,
okay.
Akoshimi. Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's
then some landlords were texting their people say, pay rent, pay bills. So people are sympathizing with Ukraine, giving them homes. But more and more, Hannah, you are in another country and you're texting me to pay rent. I should send
parents.
money to your account. For what reason? Because my things are in your house. You see,
Some it's
that
see
is
in Ukraine, how is it? Mom was see is the other countries giving you guys aid like food, is food cheap? Are people coming to your aid? You guys giving money? How is Ukraine? Do you guys have a lot of food banks? You can go get some food and stuff like that. How is it there
yeah,
now?
they are giving it. But now,
Okay.
no, as I said, one I'm on fabric.
Mm-hmm.
I started fresh, and then the attention was there for everyone who is from Ukraine. But now, if you go and there, you're from Ukraine, most of the benefits, I'm a Mary,
Maybe.
be it accommodation, financial support, even scholarship, I'm a Mary, until they won't really pay attention to you. To say, yeah, I feel yes, we want to enjoy all those benefits now. yeah, now being about 10
Yeah.
years. I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
it's over. Now they are turning to only Ukrainian nationals.
Nationals. Okay.
Only
Okay.
nationals.
Nationals. Okay. We shall for we want to wrap up for now. If you have any questions, you can just ask the question on the comment section, and then we're gonna ask Francis, and then we can use that to wrap up. But question has no, but uh, okay. First, about you, I say a friend Tilly. Unum Tilly. Tilly
Tilly.
Sam Sam.
Tilly Sam.
Aye.
I know her.
Oh yeah. Now city or city brefie. Now we do no for. So brefie we no for. The comment to call because we shall be home. Was it bra? Was it come home? Was it brefie we no for Tilly comment now the ma Francis no. That's a good lady and okay any or say any. Say please I need you home, okay? If you are not okay, they come home and suck your mom's breast, okay? It's not say brefie we no for. Nti no other face no aberanteɛ weyɛ question fee weyɛ Christine obisa sɛ please my son to mention his girlfriend name from today I need to know okay nti ɔbɛ sɛ ɔbɔ girlfriend din and then na ohu the daughter-in-law
Just a question. May you not know what the DM on train.
ana yɛ friend sɛ ɔsame nso bisa sɛ same question same yɛ uhu yɛ any ɔsɛ please ask him what's the plan does he have settling down because he's aging.
His agent. Oh, am I aging? I said, I'm still young, one. I'm still
Send
young.
you. I'm not till he buys
Man,
it. Please, God, time was it? Please, God, time is the best. Allow him why.
yeah.
Tilly, you'll be defending. You are defending your son, your boyfriend, but we are going to bring this to the end. Those who just joined us, the conversation has been long. We've been on for a long time. I think say when you new comment, I will be say he should answer. Here, okay. I think say Christine or say question will be say no answer. Waha.
Oh,
It's no
boy.
Christine. Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Mm. Francis, we've had a conversation for a while. I think it's an hour and some minutes. And we appreciate you so much. This is actually the first interview we are having on Ghanaians Abroad platform here on Facebook. I'll post this on my YouTube channel under my name, so people who missed it will be able to catch it up out there as well. But this was a great conversation, and I believe that people has really learned and listened to what is really going on the ground in Ukraine. There's still more to talk about, and I believe that as time goes on, we'll be able to know the full stories of Ukraine and actually talk to some more people who are with you there in Ukraine. It was for if you're watching me, this is Ghanaians abroad, home and abroad. We also have a platform on Clubhouse, Ghanaians United, and platform on WhatsApp, Ghanaians United. So if you're not a part of the team, you can request from Francis and from me, Kofi Livingston, and I'll add you to those platforms on Clubhouse and on WhatsApp. You can join the Facebook and like and also enjoy the platform and anything we post on Facebook. And this will be on YouTube. So if you're watching my video on YouTube as well, please subscribe, comment, and ask questions. In our next video, those questions you ask under the comments, I will be able to ask him
Yes.
and he will answer those questions clearly and dearly. So you will have those answers to the questions that you asked. We're going to end it here. Francis, which your mommy, which one for now? Oh, you be able to try to and I just say the conversation about
Oh,
it. But before cheer greetings to everyone. Greetings to Ghanaians United. Greetings to um, Ghanaians home and abroad. Greetings to everyone on my Facebook, my mom, my brothers, my sisters, my cousins here in Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to Ekuya Mansa, Rodolfo Wakope, France. Greetings to you. If you're watching me, greetings to you. Francis, Chiani and Kotna, Ewetuaso.
Okay, so thank you all for this platform. It was a lovely one, and then greetings to my parents, my mom, my dad, my siblings, my uncles and aunties, cousins, everyone, loved ones. God bless us all, and then Charlie, let us stay safe. Hope to talk to you another time, and then it was nice having you here.
Yes, sir. It's nice. It was for this year. Tag now in WhatsApp, on Clubhouse, and on this Facebook. Bye bye. Yeah,
Bye.
Peace.